Hello, my dear trainees. A very morning to you all. How are you all? Welcome to my presentation. Let us introduce. This is Taposh Kumar, a certified trainer and assistant professor of Technical Research Training College, Dhaka. This is CBT&A training program for level 4. And in our previous session, we discussed about develop new learning resources. Can you recall some question and answers? Okay, thank you. Now, this is our topic for today. Evaluate the design and development process of training materials and resources. And here is the outline of our session. At first, you have to go through a pre-test, then learning objectives, then competency standard, then we discuss why we use competency standard, why you use learning materials, learning resources, and we have to do an activity, then you have to attend a post-test. So don't worry about this pre-test. This is actually to measure your current competencies. Please log in this website, in this LMS, ecampus.itci.org and attend the pre-test. Okay. Our learning objective is, at the end of this session, we will be able to evaluate the design and development process against evaluation criteria, analyze existing learning materials and resources with respect to evaluation criteria. Now come to the point, competency standard. If we evaluate training materials and resources, we need competency standard. Competency standard are made up of units of competency, which are themselves made up of elements of competency together with performance criteria, range of variables, and an evidence guide. So what you need, all the elements are here in the competency standard. Okay. Why we use CS? We use CS to specify the competencies required for work, identify the key competencies required for worker, identify the required skills and knowledge, learning strategies that provide guidance about training and learning resources, assessment guidelines, assessment methods, and materials. And why we use learning materials? Actually, to simplify instruction, aid retention, stimulate active thinking, accelerate learning as more sense are involved. Learning resources. Learning resources are text, videos, software, and other materials that these are used to assist students to meet the expectations. Before a learning resource is used in a classroom, must be evaluated and approved by other provincial or local level curricula. That means you must validate before use. What are the learning resources? In this picture, can you identify the learning resources? See some examples of learning resources: textbook, workbook, worksheets, manipulative blocks, threads, educator workshops, non-fiction books, posters, PowerPoint, etc. Now it's time to do an activity. According to the task sheet, please do the activity regarding evaluate learning resources and materials and submit this activity in the LMS, okay? eCampus BTTI. Have you any question? If you have no question, then I asked you some question about this session. What do you learn from this session? What is CS? And what are the learning materials? Give some examples. Okay? Our next session will be how to develop matching type questions. So, see you after completing this session, you have to attend a post test. For post test, you have to go to ecampusbtti.itcilo.org and attend the post test. It's actually the formative assessment. Okay. If you do well in this formative assessment, then you can do better in the final assessment, national assessment. Okay, and you will be competent. No more today. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Be well and be healthy. Thank you. Thank you all.